Feels so good to be back vlogging. I missed you guys. I think my brain is still on go mode because I've been going. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera to stay in the right position. I moved out of my apartment a few days ago. I put my stuff in storage. I sold my car. I completely just changed my whole life. And I think my brain still hasn't processed it, and I still kind of feel like this heightened sense of, okay, what's next? Like, what do I have to get next done off my to-do list? But I'm here and I can breathe a little bit and I can relax. It was actually my birthday when I booked my ticket here. I had literally no plans of doing this leading up into my birthday. I kind of had a feeling, like you guys know if you guys watched my last vlog, there just was a lot of craziness happening in my life. And I just found myself really I was really sitting with myself and taking time to really think about what do I actually want out of life? What do I want in this next chapter for me? And I found myself moving in certain directions. As you guys saw, I was thinking about buying a house. I was not just thinking about buying a house. I went through the steps of buying a house. I went to Houston, looked at places. I was working with a lender, doing all these things, and I just found myself not feeling aligned. I don't think that anything just felt like, okay, my heart is in this. This is actually what I want. It felt like every time I was moving in that direction of buying a house and all these things, it just kind of felt like, okay, this is what I should be doing. This makes logical sense. This is a good investment. I'm 25. I should probably not settle down, but start investing, building, a life, whatever. It felt like that was a logical decision, but it didn't feel like what I really wanted. Since I started my YouTube channel, and when I was in college, I've been watching YouTube since I was in middle school or high school or something. But, one of my dreams was to always just pick up and just travel the world and not really even have a plan, but just kind of see the world and see things. And you guys have seen, I've done that. I've been on trips quite a few times. I've traveled quite a bit, but I've never really given myself the chance to just leave the US and just kind of go for it and just see what happens and just explore, truly actually just be free. And when you're paying rent and you have a car note and you have bills and all these things, traveling is fun, but it's always this temporary, it's like a vacation, and I've always wanted to experience kind of being without anything, without a lease, without a car, without, obligations and bills and things that you're kind of attached to, that we tend to attach ourselves to in the US. I've always wanted to experience being without any of that and just kind of just exploring and just seeing the world. And so that all to say, I decided just to book a one-way to Thailand. Again, it was my birthday and I literally had I was looking on Google Flights and I saw a one-way to Thailand was a pretty good price. I had no, I've always wanted to come here, but it wasn't this is I just honestly made a very spontaneous decision. And I was by myself, I was at my place, and I literally was I started dancing, I put on music and I was oh my God, this is what I actually want to be fucking doing. There was no logical, oh, okay, pros and cons, pros and cons. It was no, bitch, do what the fuck you want to do because this is your life and you can do it. You literally can do whatever the fuck you want. And it's it's just crazy to be able to do something like this. I don't think my brain still has fully been able to accept the fact that no, you can do this, you can, you're fine, you know what I mean? And I've had friends and family, I made the decision. You guys know I'm very big about making decisions without talking to people about it first. I just like to do my own thing and just kind of live my life because I feel my reality is very different from a lot of other people's. And I felt for a while I felt this need to explain and to give these reasons and to give this logic and an itinerary and all these things, but really it's there was really no logic here. I just kind of went for it. I'm just kind of doing it. I really cannot tell you guys what the plan is. Genuinely, I don't know when I'm going back to the US. I don't know if I will there's a chance that I definitely could. But yeah, I just feel this is what I was meant to be doing. And I kind of knew that. As I was looking for places, as I was kind of going down path of buying a house, it was like, yeah, okay, this is smart. Like, this makes sense. But I don't know. I didn't feel called to staying in the US. And I feel like to assume that my life is meant to be lived in Texas or even the United States alone, I think it's just so silly. Like, I feel like there's just still so much of the world to see. There's still so much that I don't know about myself. There's still so much that I don't know about the world. And I don't know. I just don't feel ready to like commit to a reality that I feel like I should be living. I feel like I might as well just be living one that I don't know. I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense, but the idea of like real estate and investing my money wisely and doing these things have always been exciting things for me, and they're definitely things that I still plan to do. But I think since I was literally like in high school, probably younger, the thing that has made me the most excited, like when I think about life and the things that I want out of life, and when I journal about the things that I want to manifest, and the thing that like when I think about my dream life, the thing that has always consistently been in my heart has been traveling. My lease ended in April, and I found myself kind of at a crossroads where it was like, okay, I can live this default reality where maybe the logical, smart default reality would be one where I buy a house and, I have property and I start getting into real estate and I, build my life more in, Texas or in a place in the US or whatever. Then there was also the idea of living this reality that I've always kind of dreamed of, which always seemed like this like far off kind of like fairy tale thing that I think that like as a kid, you don't know whether or not you're going to be able to do stuff like this. And it kind of hit me at one point. It was like literally my birthday and I was like, well, I can do this. Like I have a lot of money in savings. I have a job where I can really work from wherever. I can do this whole platform is me just living life, and I'm so grateful for, like, I'm blessed enough to be able to do stuff this is a reality that I can have. And I think that like for the longest time, it just always felt like that wasn't a thing. And so I finally started like accepting that and realizing that, and it kind of just hit me like, okay, you can do whatever you want. So yeah, I booked a one-way ticket to Thailand. I gave Deku to Veronica for a few months. And yeah, I feel kind of free. It's just a really beautiful feeling. And it's something that I'm just gonna lean into and just kind of see what happens. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here, for being on this journey with me, for being a part of this community. You guys have seen me, if you guys have like been here for a while, you guys have seen me grow and learn and evolve so much over these past few years. And again, just the fact that I'm able to do something like this, like I don't take this for granted at all. Like this shit is fucking, it's crazy. Like it's literally, it's insane. And I really would not be here. I would not be able to do any of this without you guys. So I just really want to say thank you. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'm just really, really grateful to be able to do this. So yeah, let's go ahead and explore. Let's go have a good day. I'm really, really excited. We're here in Bangkok, baby. All right, let's go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, let's have sex in the bank. Telling her open a safe. I hate a privileged rapper who don't even know what it takes. The diamonds, they hit like a rainbow. That's cause the neck is a frame. Her.